Alright guys, welcome back to Persona 5. Last time we met in Persona 5, we did some story, we planned our celebration for Kanashiro's defeat, but actually now, remember that place we were introduced to a long time ago, where we could do requests to change people's hearts for experience and money and all that, and for Mishima's confidant? We're actually going there today! Yes, we're actually going to Mementos for the first time ever since the tutorial time. Now, the thing is, though, exploring Mementos, you can't really take the requests until you review the requests with your party. You have to make sure the vote's unanimous, and by the way, the vote is unanimous no matter what. So, all of the Mementos requests will... So, basically, I have about 6 Mementos requests on standby. Well, in order to actually make them available in Mementos, I have to review them with my team. Then we go to Mementos, and then find them in Mementos and take them out. I think they'll actually tell us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 targets. Wait, is that 7? That's 6. I was right. I can't math. I think I was looking at the grayed out one by accident. My fault. I can't math today. Yep, 6 targets in. Let's go.
Yes. Let us go.
Okay, so yeah, so this part will be entirely dedicated to Mementos. I've already explained Mementos, but since it's been a while, I shall re-explain Mementos once again. Mementos is everyone's palace, stuff like that. But veterans of the Persona series, specifically if you've played Persona 4 and 3, will know that Mementos is actually a dungeon that randomly generates its floors every time you go. So when you re-enter a floor... So when you leave a floor and re-enter it, the layout of that room will completely change every time. It is one big giant palace that goes all the way down to the core. You will not be able to get to the bottom of Mementos in one sitting. More Mementos will open as the story progresses. In fact, I would say that the final areas of Mementos will open up around the last palace. So, the game recommends that you visit Mementos every chance you get. I recommend you visit Mementos when you have a lot of requests on standby, or follow a very strict schedule. So that's really it for Mementos. Mementos will also be host to a bunch of requests to motivate you to actually come down here. You can use this place to grind experience, find items, get money, stuff like that. And there is also a Velvet Room entrance right next to you at the entrance, assuming I finish doing what I'm doing right now, which is equipping a new outfit, which players of a certain Atlas property that's getting its Switch port will recognize, especially since it literally just said the name a minute ago when I equipped Ann's costume, and I was talking about it last part. So back to that discussion, actually. I was discussing games being exclusive and why I don't think that every game should be on Switch, but, there are some games, but Persona specifically has kind of been diverging away from being exclusive for a very long time now. By the way, this is the Catherine uniform. Players of Catherine, will recognize this. I've played a little bit of Catherine, not a lot. I played the first few chapters of Catherine full body, and then I stopped. I have not played any more than that. And I've been meaning to get back to it, but no. I've been busy. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Persona, for a while now, has sort of been inching slowly but surely away from being exclusive to just PlayStation, because, and that's just a comment. Wow, I missed one. That's just a thing that's just been pretty noticeable lately. with all of the properties of Persona 5 Scrambles coming onto Switch, but not Persona 5 Scrambles coming to Switch. Um, uh, Smash is coming to Smash is coming to Switch, even though it's already out. Smash has Joker in it. Tokyo Mirage Sessions has a Joker costume. Sonic Forces has a Joker costume in it. Persona Q and Persona Q2. There's been a lot of Persona on Nintendo already. So what exactly has been taking so long for Persona to come onto Switch? It's just a matter of it's an agreement that Atlas and Nintendo have to make together at a later time. Because currently, oh, nice job, Morgana. Nintendo has Atlas has a contract with Sony for Persona on PlayStation exclusive consoles. And I'm not sure how long that contract would go. I'm not sure if it's permanent or anything. I doubt it is. But, if they are to do third party, I would wholeheartedly welcome that. And I'm sure they are planning on starting to do third party now, with Catherine Full Body finally coming to Switch. And, it's weird that Full Body is coming to Switch, but not the standard version, which sucks, but what can you do? Excuse me. So that's really all I had. But again, I wholeheartedly support Persona on Switch. I wholeheartedly support it. I would buy it. Probably not day one, of course. Probably after, finances are in order and stuff like that. But I would totally buy it, and I would most likely play the hell out of it. However, I also fear that I also just don't. The only thing I really don't enjoy about this whole situation is just a bunch of people who are spamming Atlas about the Persona exclusivity. I am not okay with Nintendo people just going to Atlas's Twitter accounts and Nintendo's Twitter accounts for that matter, and just demanding the Switch port. And it's like, I'm a man of it happens when it happens. I mean, I have shown some impatience, especially considering a certain fourth Metroid Prime game that has yet to get any information. But I'm only really annoyed by waiting when there has been little to no information. Like, I'm okay if, you are telling me things about a game. I'm just not okay with no information coming out. I would like to know what's going on behind the scenes. Metroid Prime 4, we at least know that they restarted development, so I'm fine with that. But like Shin Megami Tensei 5, now we're learning about the Reaper, but I don't care about him yet. I'll deal with him another time. In fact, I don't even run into him in this part. Excuse me. I am wholeheartedly... What was I saying? I was saying something. I lost my train of thought. I need to rethink. What was I saying? God damn it. Oh, I was talking about how people are spamming Atlas for Switch ports. I know that. I mean, I understand the want. I really do. But, I was discussing that Shin Megami Tensei 5 hasn't gotten a lot of information since its teaser trailer. And, that's fine. I mean, but at the same time, I would like to know what's going on. Like, I would like at least a update, like saying we're still hard at work with this game. We'll get it to you soon. You know, I don't expect a trailer or a gameplay demonstration. I don't expect that. I mean, I don't expect a release date because I never believe release dates anymore. You want to know why? Take a look at Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy VII Remake. You know, I don't believe release dates anymore. You know, I would just like at least like some sort of like social media post or dude, phrasing. I know what you mean, but phrasing. I like that line, by the way, from Yusuke, because it's just like, it actually happened to me, whenever I was playing the game, my TV volume was pretty up, and Yusuke yelled that, and a friend of mine heard it, and he just, like, questioned me. It was like, what the fuck are you what the fuck are you watching, my dude? I actually do love the Mementos dialogue in this game, between the Fans of Thieves. Some of it's hilarious. I think my favorite will always just be the one where there's one where Makoto asks like we won't get hit by a train, right? And On's like, of course not. Hands on the wheel, Joker. And it's just like, okay. Well, like, you know, there's a lot of games I've been waiting for a long time now. And you know we have not gotten any information out of them. Specifically, the most prevalent for me right now is Bayonetta 3. I have been waiting for Bayonetta 3 for a few years now. You know, they announced Bayonetta 3 back in like 2017, I want to say, and it has been 3 years since we've gotten any sort of information about it. All we've got was a teaser trailer that was very similar to the Bayonetta 1 teaser trailer. And, you know, except it just ended with Bayonetta seemingly dying, and that was it. You know, we didn't get it, and, you know, we got the 3 logo, but we haven't gotten any information about that since. I've just kind of been getting annoyed by this, because it's like, what's going on down there at Platinum? You know, I'm not mad, it's just like, you know, where's the information? You know, communication, I would like a little. You know, I love being kept in the dark for the sake of mystery. You know, I would like to know if the game is still coming out. But, you know, whatever. I'm still sort of waiting for. I'm also waiting for Breath of the Wild 2, but that's also Breath of the Wild, so it might take a little bit. I would love to know what the next Sonic game is, because you know it's been a while since a new Sonic game came out or has been announced. Because the last one I remember was Team Sonic Racing, and I'm not counting Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo Olympic Games because I don't really care about that. Yeah, it's been a while since we got a new Sonic game out. Hoping, and you know, I don't know what it'll be. I'm not saying it's not going to be I don't think it's going to be a Sonic Adventure remake. I doubt it will be, honestly. I don't think they have any intention of remaking that, honestly. It would be nice, though, to get that. You know, make the game a lot better than it was. I mean, you know, that game has its problems, but I still love that game. I still love Adventure. And Adventure 2. And, you know, I probably piss off a lot of people by saying this, but I actually liked Heroes. I like Unleashed. I love Unleashed. Unleashed is one of my favorites. Love Colors and Generations. Forces... It's good in terms of functionality, just bad in terms of level design. You know, I see that, like, you know, it wasn't like a train wreck like, say, Sonic Boom or anything. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever experienced. It was just very boring. You know, it looked great, it sounded great, it just was very boring. It just didn't have the, it just didn't have any sort of appeal to itself. You know, it just kind of didn't really impress me, I guess you could say. Like, they had some very interesting concepts that they just didn't follow through with, and it sucks because of that. It just didn't do as well. I actually did like Lost World though. I really did. I like Lost World when you're just playing to get through it, but when you're trying to get all the 100% stuff, you hate it. Like if you're trying to get all the red rings, you'll hate it. But other than that, it's a decent game. It's really good. Oh yeah, by the way, the Catherine costume does change the music,
Okay.
just like the other costumes do. So keep that in mind.
Now let's keep going. Electricity is its weak point.
Uh,
I don't think you have any skills that'll hit its weak point.
Well, there goes my one point of interesting things to talk about today. Ah, man. Uh, every time I read Mazio, I just think of the fucking pizza restaurant Mazio's. I just fucking think of that for some reason.
A spectacular victory.
Okay.
I felt the difference in strength in that fight.
I want.
Two weaklings. In one fell swoop.
Victory is ours.
Yeah, victory.
All right.
Didn't even break a sweat.
This sound. Sleep beckons.
Okay, Joker. Time to wake up Fox with some stunt driving.
It's somewhere.
Oh man, I got nothing else to talk about now because my one point of discussion is gone.
Two weak. Electricity is its weak point.
You're mine.
No problem for you. They're all knocked down. That
No
was
sudden
I guess I could talk about Mementos and Royal, but I don't want to do that because that would spoil something. I don't want to spoil that because there's actually there's some more aspects of Mementos than just what they told us in the trailers, and I don't want to spoil that too much.
easier than cleaning my brushes.
Specifically, the third semester stuff. I don't really want to spoil that. So, never mind. Never mind.
two weaklings. Beat him in one fell swoop.
No sudden movements.
I got nothing. And yeah, we're still a memento. Unfortunately, I'm taking my time to explore mementos. Mainly because, so here's how I kind of did mementos from here on out. Essentially, if you've seen the area before, you won't see it again, unless there's a target there. So what I did is, for the first time though, I'm gonna be traveling all the way down to the lowest level I can go to, and while also getting all the targets on my way down. But also, I am gonna stop and battle a bunch of enemies so I can get my level ups.
Gunfire is our best shot.
Um, but later parts when we go to Mementos again, there will be some targets that are in the same areas as previous ones. Now, what I'll do for those is I will just cut to the target that is
Nice work,
at
team.
the that is at.
Okay.
I will just cut to the target when I'm right in front of them, and then battle them, and then cut to the next target. That's, I believe, how I approach most of next times we go to Mementos. And, you know, that's really all it is. Oh, also, Mementos does have safe rooms. Technically. It's more like rest stops at train stations. So you, at certain points in Mementos, you will be able to stop, take a break, save. Mementos doesn't make you go all the way down and then come back up to save. No, it's not like that. Thank God.
Come on, man. Hey,
Is this...
hey. Let's do it.
Oh, that's the end of the part. Okay. Sorry about that. Next time we meet in Persona 5, we're going to keep continuing exploring Mementos. In fact, I think that like the next 3 parts are going to be this. So see you guys next time, and take care.